ancient Greek, I will explain, they were also Igbos. The Renaissance was nothing but actually the decoding of Igbo technology that was found in Egypt. And this is a well-known fact, even to the Western governments and establishment. They are very much aware, and it's chronicled in history. Napoleon did go on expedition about 1789, and the main task of that expedition was to look for the advanced technologies that were in Egypt. He went with over 5,000 engineers and scientists. In fact, almost every prominent engineer or mathematician in France was in that mission. People like Fourier analysis, he was there. Etienne, so he was there. Volta, he was there. Almost all the elite scientists and technologists were all accompanying Napoleon on this mission. And the mission was to find the technologies that were developed by Igbos in Egypt. And they did find them. They did find so many items. These technologies were looted from Egypt. They were, as I said, electricity, batteries. You could see within 50 years after this exploration by the French, almost everything you know of was invented. They use the word in Western literature calling it the Renaissance. The Renaissance was nothing but actually the decoding of Igbo technology that was found in Egypt. That was what the Renaissance meant. And how did this happen? They found a piece of stone. That piece of stone is called Palermo stones. That piece of stone had an inscription in hieroglyphics and Greek letters. The ancient Greek, I will explain, they were also Igbos. These Igbos in ancient Greek wrote in scripts that you can actually relate to the letters you have in modern day Greek, Hellenic Greek. It was possible to decode some of the writings of Igbos. What had happened subsequently was, over these 50 years, they were able to decode many of the technologies that led to the invention of what you know as different machines that we are using today. If you actually take the patent publication by Volta that was about 1900, you will see that it's an exact replica of what he found in Egypt. And in my book, I put the two pictures for you to compare. And it's so with other technologies. What had happened to the French was that even when they got these items and they were coming out, they were actually ambushed by the British, who waited for them because the British had a superior naval force. So they were able to capture a lot of the technologies the French had taken. When you look at history, you will see that some of these inventions that were captured by the British published them and claimed their originality. Some of the inventions were gotten by the French, and the French published them. This was what actually happened.